In Minister Minette Lebom Lee Leken's delegation in Washington, D.C. is the technical advisor number 2 in the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, Dr. Winfred NFUH. In the following telephone interview, I first asked him whether the Global Digital Forum was just another talk show.
I think it was a very important meeting, but one thing you must know is that the success of every summit depends on the organizers and the participants. The World Bank is a very serious international institution, and on this occasion, demonstrated as usual their relevance and sense of organization. It was a very important meeting grouping ICT-related ministries and top-level ICT professionals from across the world to discuss these key issues about digitalization and economic growth. So to me, it was a very important meeting, and very far-reaching recommendations and resolutions were made to ensure a better connected world.
Digitalization and economic growth, and we dare add that the discussions focused as well on opportunities to digital formation with the view to fostering the economic and social well-being of nations. How relevant is that to Cameroon?
It is absolutely relevant. You know, telecommunications and ICT is a global product, so Cameroon must be able to play its role. And it is also to note that Cameroon is not only an important global player, but also a regional powerhouse in the sub-African region. So it is pleasing to know that Cameroon is championing the development of a regional ICT market for the CEMAC region. This project is aimed at bringing governments, regulators, and private sector actors from Cameroon, the Republic of Central Africa, Congo, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and Chad to improve on broadband infrastructure within the sub-region, refine regulatory and legal policies to support digital connectivity. It is expected that the initiative will lead to common connectivity market, a common data market, a common online market for digital services. The initiative should in principle liberate regional socioeconomic advantages such as efficiency and innovation, while contributing to about 70% of the potential for sub-regional in the development of sustainable goals. So it is an important meeting. Cameroon is an important player, and all the resolutions are very important for the country. For example, the project I'm just talking about, the first pillar is actually going to focus on structural investment across borders. The second pillar on regional collaboration and data storage, and the last pillar on data sharing with a focus of data trading. And Cameroon is already getting ready for this through the PANU project.
The summit also sought to identify innovative solutions, strengthen the digital inclusion, and boost connectivity in developing countries, of which Cameroon is one. Could you shed light on this?
Yes, indeed, Sam. Many emergent and innovative solutions were part of the show in Washington. We had the opportunity to present to the world Cameroon's innovative approach, digital transformation embodied in the Program for the Acceleration of Digital Transformation of Cameroon, PANU, which was highly applauded. Also, we had the opportunity to share experiences with other innovations within the field, such as the Agro Smart Nexus. It is a climate intelligence platform that empowers agro businesses with data-driven insights to enhance sustainability, resilience, and profitability. Using AI satellite imagery and field data, the platform can mitigate risk, adapt to climate change, and drive regenerative agriculture. Also, we had the opportunity to see other AI-enabled platforms such as Ode, which are designed for healthcare, providing test booths, providing multiple and rapid tests for emerging diseases, as well as other diseases like malaria and HIV. Also, another interesting solution was the Data Science Dojo, which is an interactive and multilingual AI assistant platform, which is shaping digital governance and healthcare by streaming government services and improving access to healthcare across different countries, which we are thinking also to integrate that into the PANU project. We also had another interesting innovation called the Data Ghoul, which is a data integration platform unifying massive data sets to help automate many different processes within digital transformation, as well as in the supply chain. We also had Google presenting more personalized search engines, which are regionalized, country-based, and also based on the needs of the individual that's doing the search. So there were, in general, over 67 innovations, which I can go through, but I can put that at the disposal of many people. However, it was a very important summit, and we had the opportunity to see all these cutting-edge and emerging technologies that would drive the digitalization of the future.
Cutting-edge and emerging technologies, you say, but was Cameroon a mere consumer at the summit? What contribution did the country make?
We presented the PANU project, which is an innovative approach to digital transformation, which was highly appreciated, and many countries are looking at deploying that within their country as well. However, let me go again on the regional project about digitalization. As discussed earlier regarding the sub-regional project, the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications of Cameroon praised the World Bank initiative, which is in line with the vision of the head of state of the CEMAC region and of the African Union, but drew the attention of the World Bank that for the project to succeed, the specificities of each country must be fully considered and regulatory instruments must be harmonized under the umbrella of the CEMAC CAA umbrella. The Cameroon minister insisted that for issues such as data hosting, e-commerce and data sharing to become a reality, all the countries involved must agree to a common regulatory framework. She made the following recommendations, which became the key recommendations of the meeting: to create a permanent platform for discussions, encourage countries to push ahead with all initiatives relating to financial inclusion, digital government, digital competence and innovation, private sector investment, and to jointly invest in international connectivity via fiber optic cables and to interconnect landing stations to create redundancy. This in itself was very, very powerful from the Cameroonian minister, which became the flagship recommendations of the meeting, which brought together over 62 countries and chaired by the Vice President of the World Bank. So Cameroon played a very important role during this meeting.
Could you tell us the state of progress of the PANU project that you sold at the summit in Washington?
In 2 years, PANU has been able to make very significant progress. We have over 4,000 rural agro-pastoralists that have been funded and trained on the use of digital tools, especially on the platform for e-voucher, enabling them to source high-quality farming inputs. We also recently organized the Agri-Tech Challenge, which enabled us to select 10 innovative projects by Cameroonian startups. These projects are now being further developed with farmer groups for the adoption of these technologies. That will enable us to create our own local technologies that we expect to export them in the next coming few years. We have also worked on laws. Very recently, the law on data protection was promulgated in Parliament, which is the key law that is paving the way for the digitalization of the country. As you will understand, data is the key element in any digital transformation. And for us to be able to get this law on, it will enable us to pursue digital transformation in the respect of personal data, ensuring data security, as well as ensuring that data trading can also occur in Cameroon. We are also finalizing the law on telecommunications, which should enhance the further supply of telecommunications as well as the demand on telecommunications, easing some of the entry restrictions into the market, as well as breaking some of the monopolies that are existing within the operators now in the market. We are also in the next few days deploying airport connectivity. All the 6 major airports in the country will be provided with free internet. So all the studies have been done and the procurement process is ongoing. That should enable us to be in line with many of the international airports in the world. We are also going to connect 120 rural areas, which will enable us to deploy e-government because it is targeting areas where you have hospitals, schools, councils that will bring telecommunications to those areas because they are not connected at the moment. So in 2 years, we have advanced quickly. We have done the heavy lifting, and in the next few days, the real impact on the field will be felt by Cameroonians.
Dr. Winfred NFUH, after all the discussions and resolutions, what can we expect to change in Cameroon's digital landscape after the summit in Washington?
The most important changes will be us leading the South African region in the deployment of this regional infrastructure. You know, Cameroon has 5 international cable and 3 landing stations. What this enables us to do is to be the alpha supplier of connectivity to Chad, Central African Republic, and Niger. We are looking at different routes to enhance the connectivity of Cameroon, especially satellite connectivity. And the minister, as well as the Director General of CAMTEL that was at the meeting, were able to make important meetings and discussions regarding funding to that area with international partners. Also, the minister had the opportunity to discuss at length with the global commercial manager of Starlink, which should enable us to look at different solutions and sort out the issues relating to the market entry of Starlink into Cameroon. Once this sub-regional market is done, then you'll have Cameroon with all our infrastructure sharing that and leveraging such investments with other countries to build up resilience as well as to enhance economic growth and the well-being of our citizens. So this global meeting was very important for us to discuss with other partners and to showcase what we can also do. And we have also been having requests from other countries relating to our PANU project, how we can help them deploy them as well. So to us, we are closing that the meeting was very important for us, and that in the next few years, the outcomes of this meeting will be felt by many Cameroonians.